Hello friends, welcome to Parts of Speech Part 2. So in our last video, we had discussed parts of speech, how to identify them, and we ended with a small exercise. So today I will give you all the answers. So let's proceed. So we were asked to identify the parts of speech. Now we were given 10 questions. So we will do one by one today. Our first question is, I can shift for myself. Here for represents preposition. Why does it represent a preposition? See, when we are using the word for, what it is doing is, it is showing how the the action of shifting stands in relation to himself. That's why it is a preposition. In a second sentence, for becomes a conjunction. See our second sentence. Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. We can easily break this sentence into two parts. First part, give thanks unto the Lord. Second part, he is good. So, for just joins these two sentences and does no other function. Since it is just doing the work of a joining word, so for is a conjunction. Question 3. Down went the Royal George. Here down represents an adverb. Why so? Because if you can see in a sentence, went represents verb. Went means what? Going. So it is expressing the action of going. Now when I am using the word down in the sentence, it is adding some more meaning to the word went. So it is an adverb. Number 4. The porter was killed by the down train. Here down represents an adjective. Again here train represents a noun. It is the name of a thing. And since the word down is adding some meaning to the word train, which is a noun, down becomes an adjective. Number 5. Down with the tyrant. Here down represents verb. Why so? Because it is trying to express an action of the fall of the tyrant. So, as down is here representing, or you can say expressing the action, an action, so it is verb. Question 6. He has seen the ups and downs of life. Here downs represent noun. Now please read the sentence very carefully. When I am saying he has seen the ups and downs of life, what I am trying to mean that the person has seen the rise and falls in his life. Now when we are trying to understand this word, we can understand in our mind, we can think that here down means fall. We can imagine the situation, we can imagine what it can be, but can we perceive it through our senses? No. But if you would remember, in my first video, I had told that even things that we can only think of but we cannot perceive by senses, it gets included in the definition of thing. And if it is name of a thing, then that becomes a noun. That's why here downs represents noun. Number 7. The fire engine came rushing down the hill. Here again see down represents preposition. Why so? Because it is showing the relationship between the fire engines coming and the hill. So, as with the help of the word down, we are able to establish the relation between these two things. That's why down becomes preposition. Question number 8. all spoke in his favor. Here all represents pronoun. Why does it represent a pronoun? Because this word has been used instead of a noun. Now see, in place of using the word all, we could have used Mr. A and Miss B spoke in his favor. Or maybe we could have also said Mr. A, Mr. B and Miss C spoke in his favor, or maybe multiple more names. So instead of using so many names, which means so many nouns, we used one single word all to represent all those nouns. If you remember, we had studied that pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. So here again, all has been used instead of the nouns. That's why all is a pronoun. Number 9. He lost his all in speculation. Now, here all represents what? All represents all the material wealth, money, car, building, anything the person had which he lost in speculation. Now, since it is representing all those things the person had, so it is now number 10. Why? It is surely Nanak. Why is an interjection over here? It's so funny that all along we knew why is an interrogative word, but why can also be used as an interjection. If you would remember, we had studied that interjection is a word which expresses some sudden feeling or emotion. And I had clearly stated that there is no such specific list of words which you have to memorize and say whenever you find such a word that yes, this is an interjection. It can be anything. And that's why see here. Here why is an interjection? Because in this sentence, why has been used to express those sudden emotion. So, here we come to the end of parts of speech. So, we have learned what is parts of speech. We have discussed all its different types in our previous video. And in this video, we had discussed all the answers to the questions that were given. I hope all of you have enjoyed my video and have learned parts of speech pretty well. In our next video, we will learn something more interesting and I hope all of you will keep enjoying. Thank you. Please subscribe, click the like button and give your valuable comments. Keep learning.